Last game in the series. Save this one for your final December lessons. Game number 5, if you're teaching tomorrow, save this one. We have Shopping Spree. Let's dive right in. This game may need a little bit of preparation beforehand, but it's not required if you feel that you want to do this literally tonight or tomorrow. But if you have a little bit of time, then I would recommend to create a wish list, which is basically a list of all the toys that you want them to go and get, and print them off and laminate it so that they have their wish list. It just adds to it a little bit. And like I said, if you've got a little bit of time, it doesn't take too much of extra time to be able to put this wish list together. So they have their two teams and they both have a wish list. I would recommend potentially to do the same so that they can then, try and find where they are, the different gifts, where they are in the water. And they're sort of like not fighting for it, but they're having to search it rather than having two different lists. The items can be poolside in a box of where they go and they have to go and search through the box to find the toys. So they could climb up and out and have a look, or you could actually spread the toys all around the pool top surface so that they then it's moving, and whatever they do going down the list they have to go and search and find it. Basically what you could have as well is a little bit of a point system of where potentially on your list that you've put certain items have a point next to it, and the harder the item to get, so for instance you might add in some dive down toys that are a harder score, or it could be that some are up and out and they have to climb out to get them, which means that they have also a higher point system to them. And what they'll need to do is that there's a team, or as an individual, they have to decide which toys that they're going to go and collect individually, and they're going to be bringing it back to their trolley. Which you can use a bucket for that. They have a certain allocated amount of time to go and shop, and the points of what they go and collect is calculated at the end. And the aim of the game is the higher the points that they have, the team wins. You can use this game for the sort of beginners, the young preschoolers as well. It's really great. So make sure you position the toys accordingly. You could just put them the other end of the pool space and that they are collecting, they are in line and in order of where they go. They can work down the list, for instance, and the first person gets the first gift and so on. And you don't have to put the points on at all. And it literally is a fun game to get with the toy and then bring it back. Or you can make it that much harder as well, of where you're hiding the toys as well, that they have to go and literally shop for them. So you could place them behind kickboards, it could be in buckets, it could be on top of things, and they literally have to try and search them, so it's not really that obvious where they are, and it just adds in that little bit of excitement for them. This variation idea is that you have the images of the toys that you're going to be using. So again, ahead of time, you'll need to do this. And basically, they will have a selection of those where they are actually faced the other way around. But I just wanted to show you here in this image that they are individual cards of the toys that you're going to be using. And what they'll do, again, you can either do this as a relay style, or you can do this as an individual, or potentially in pairs as well, is that they choose a card. Now, of course, they can't see it, so they will then turn it over and then go and swim down to collect what's on that card. To challenge them a little bit, you could shout out different strokes that they have to use, different directional work that you could add in there as well, well, or you could almost do the actions as well. If they've picked a robot, you might want to do more of a robotic action. If they pick a rocket, you might want to be that they swim really fast, and so forth, adding in a little bit of like I said, a little bit of a scaffolding or different dimension to this particular variation, and it's so much fun. This variation here is that you have a list of all the gifts that they're going to go and get. That's going to be written literally on a whiteboard. It could be that for the little ones, you might want to attempt to draw what they need to do if you're going to do this for littlies. But for the older ones, of course, they can actually read what's on the list. And again, they could do this individually, and it's the first person to, or first swimmer to go down and collect all that's on the list that's the winner. Or you could separate them into groups of when, of course, each team gets through the list as quick as possible to be able to bring back the ones that bring them back the fastest are the winners. So a couple of different options there, but this is obviously less preparation because you're just writing up on a whiteboard, but of course you'll still need toys and things, however way you wish to do that, actual toys, or whether or not you're using pool buoys, kickboards, floaties, or whatever it is as the toys that they're shopping for. Right, last but not least, the last game or variation here for the shopping spree is that they will need to take their shopping trolleys with them, which are potentially buckets, and they will need to be quite strategic as to where and which they are going to go and collect, because some might be bigger than others, and they may have to come back to drop it off, and then obviously if they have no more room, they'll have to go back and get some more. You could put a bit of a time crunch on this, of that they've got X amount of time to be able to get as many toys as possible. Some may have pile them up in their hands and their arms to try and take them all back. And basically, it's the first person to go and get as many toys as possible in the time allocated. That was it. Number 5 out of the 5-part series for the festive games. And make sure you save it, share it, and make sure you come back and see what other things I've got on this channel for different games. Make sure you check out the winter playlist as well, ready for the new year. Enjoy!